Welcome. In front of me is a Sony Xperia 10 Mark IV, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device itself. I just popped it straight open. Now I am a bit late to the party, and the stickers look like this is not even a new device. I guess we'll find out in a second. There is something written on here, but yeah, I have no clue what that is. It looks like a warranty, but it's not my language, so whatever. Anyway, popping it open, we have access to our device. Looks pretty nice. Now this is going to be the more budget version of the Xperias. So the 10 is, based on the specs, like the lowest end ones probably that they're offering. Anyway, and here we have some instructions, and we also get... Wait, are you serious, Sony? You're not even including a damn fucking charger, or not even a charger, a cable? Fantastic. Great, we're off to a fantastic start. Anyway, peeling that off, we can get a look at our device. So it is on the smaller side. Can even boot up, there we go. So if we compare it to something like a more traditional size phone, like this is the Mate 20 Pro, and this device is about like what, 4 years old or something like that. So you can kind of see the size difference right here in between these two. So the Xperia is smaller. Primarily it is thinner. In terms of height, it's about close. Now, starting off with the display, which you will see in a second once it actually boots up, we have a OLED display, 1 billion colors with HDR. No 10 plus support, unfortunately, so it's just HDR. It is a 1080p display with a 6-inch size, 82% screen to body ratio, and pixel density of 457. With these god atrocious bezels at the top and bottom, which something tells me didn't change with the newest version either. Now, flipping it over to the back, we'll have our camera setup, which is probably one of the only reasons why you would be even going for this device. But something tells me that probably something like the Pixel would be a better option rather than the Xperia. Now, anyway, let's talk about cameras right here. So we have a 12 megapixel f1.8 27mm wide lens with optical image stabilization, 8 megapixel f2.2 54mm telephoto with 2x optical zoom, and then 8 megapixel f2.2 120 degree 16mm ultra wide lens. Now with those cameras you can shoot at a measly 1080p 30 frames. Very disappointing. And at the front we have this camera right here, which is in a bezel. You can kind of see it. That is an 8 megapixel f2.0 27mm wide lens, and just like the back cameras, it caps at 1080p 30 frames. Again, very disappointing. Now, continuing on, let's talk about the build quality. So, front we have a Gorilla Glass Victus, then we have a plastic frame and plastic back. Very budget build right here. Nothing to basically be excited about. Maybe just the color. Now, I will point out, when it also comes down to the build, the feel in hand, the way the device is designed, it feels nice in hand, it fits there well, and it doesn't feel like it's digging into your palms or anything like that. And obviously the size of the phone makes it so it's quite easy to hold and also reach to the other side of the device just because it's so narrow. Now, if we continue on into the internals, that's where the device just completely falls apart, and it is being powered by a Snapdragon 695 5G. So obviously 5G chipset, though it's basically the lowest Snapdragon you can get. And this device was released about 2 years ago, May 11th of 2022. Now, surprisingly enough, we do have a 5000 mAh battery in here with a 21 watts charging, though obviously no power brick included, not even a freaking cable. So yeah, that just seems like a complete middle finger. Now, additionally, we have 6 GB of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. We do have a little pop-out tray right here, which supports more. So if you need more than 128, you can pop in an SD card and one SIM card or dual SIM card, and you're good to go. And that's about everything there is to this device. Last thing that I'm going to mention is the price tag, and this device comes at about $300 US, though it's probably not very correct, so I'm going to check it. So I'm going to check on Allegro, which is basically a Polish website, and this is being sold for 1400 PLN, which equates to, can you even get that? Go. Come on, computer. So we're looking at actually more. 350 US. Fantastic. That's just a middle finger price tag right there. If I ever seen one. It's absolutely egregiously overpriced device for such a low spec, and we're talking about current price. This is what I found right now in 2024. $350. Now that is including tax, I want to point that out, but still, this specific one that I'm seeing right here, this color, because the 350 is for the black one, so the green one, or whatever, however you want to call this, is even more expensive, about 50 bucks more. There's also a purple one, even more expensive. So yeah, we are looking here at some wild prices for a piece of shit device, to be completely honest. Now, for people that are interested in some better device that offers you a little bit more, you could either go with a Pixel, which I believe it might be similarly priced. Let's see, Pixel 8, which will give you great cameras. Okay, that is much more expensive, like almost double the price. So let's see Pixel 8A, which is the new one. Look at that, there we go. So it's a cheaper device that offers you better specifications. Actually, no, never mind, this is a 6. Where's the 8? I am looking at basically on my monitor right here for different devices, but the first one that I can find, at least on Allegro in Poland where I'm from, because Pixels aren't really natively sold here, is the Pixel 7a, which is more of a budget version. Actually, I believe it is released after this device, like a year after. So it offers 8 gigs of RAM, the Tensor processor that the Google comes with, and most certainly better camera optimizations than you will get in this device. And additionally, you get similar kind of specifications along with the cable in the box. As well, you don't really get charger just like this device, so yeah, might be a great comparison in terms of cameras. Now I am giving you straight just option for camera users, so the people that want to get a relatively affordable device with good cameras. Now if you don't care about the cameras but you care about bang for your buck, then the Poco lineup from Xiaomi will be just takes the crown almost every single time. And that being said, we have Poco F6, so that would be one of them, though this one is the Pro. I'm looking for non-Pro. Okay, it is a little bit more expensive, so not this one. There's a couple different ones which I'm starting to kind of get confused with them. So we have the Poco X6, that will be a better device with a bigger screen higher screen refresh rate, as this is just 60 right here. More RAM, more storage, and most importantly, a significantly better processor. So the Poco X6 will come with, or was it Snapdragon 7S Gen 2? So one of the better processors, and if you want to spend a little bit more, which the Poco X6 is already cheaper than this, if you want to spend a little bit more, you can get actually, I believe, a Dimensity, what was it, Dimensity, one of their flagship Dimensities. So yeah, the X6 Pro basically costs as much as this device. Comes with, in terms of on the paper, better cameras, and you get a Dimensity 8300 Ultra, which, like I said, is basically equivalent to like the flagship Snapdragons. Very good alternative if you're looking for a powerful device, and cameras might not be as well optimized, even though they have a higher megapixel count. But the entire device obviously will run significantly faster with all the other options, like a half a terabyte storage, 12 gigs of RAM, 5 gigahertz connectivity, and all that stuff. So everything they want, along with a charger and a cable included in the box. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful. And if you did, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.